814, $11 million are missing when you compare state reports on how much is collected from traffic cameras, red lights. Even more millions being doled out for social service projects in Baltimore like SafeStreets to reduce the crime, but the data does not appear to be adding up. And joining us now to explain, CEO of OpenTheBooks.com, Adam Andrzejewski. Adam, thank you so much for joining us and following up on stories that we've been covering here for quite some time.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, let's start with the red light cameras and the $11 million difference when we're seeing state reports here. Tell us about that.
So we reached out to the Department of Transportation at the city level and also the Finance Department with Freedom of Information Act requests, open records requests, and the numbers were wildly off. So over the course of the last 5 years, they seem to both agree that about 1.1 million tickets were issued to motorists, which is a staggering amount of fines. However, the total amount of fines collected differed by $11 million. Finance says 51 million was collected, and transportation says 62 million was collected. Furthermore, there's a lot of people, according to the two agencies, that are not paying their tickets. That number of paid tickets differs by 143,000 between the two agencies.
Yeah, so you're wondering, okay, why is there such a disconnect between those two agencies? But that's just the tip of the iceberg here, because we're also seeing that we've been covering, and you have been following this on OpenTheBooks.com, about the money that's being allocated from the federal department being allocated down to the city, and where that's going and how that's supposed to help fight crime.
So in terms of the SafeStreets program, what we identified is two nonprofits based right there in Baltimore that are funded locally through local tax dollars, state tax money, and oftentimes millions of dollars worth of federal money. And they're not in compliance with the Maryland State Charitable Solicitation Act. And I checked again this morning in preparation for the program. So you have Family Health Center and Community Mediation Program, and they're both not in compliance. They're not supposed to be able to receive money according to state law underneath the Charitable Solicitation Program because they haven't filed their proper paperwork. Also, I checked Visit Baltimore. This is the foundation underneath the program that is funded through tens of millions of dollars worth of city funding for tourism. Their foundation is also not in compliance with the Merit and Charitable Solicitation Act. So all three of these organizations need to get their paperwork in line with the state.
Adam, if it's not your watchdog groups out there looking at this, who would hold them accountable?
Well, look, Maryland law needs to be upgraded with some teeth. If you're not in compliance with the Charitable Solicitation Act and you're collecting public funds, and if you're soliciting donors, there has to be repercussions. And right now, it doesn't look like the law has enough teeth in it.
Adam, one other last one for us then. Also, when we were looking at Marilyn Mosby's office here, City State's Attorney's office, you're trying to figure out where money was spent and why they were spending it on certain things. You have not received a response at all from the office?
Right. So on all these investigations, there's no comment. There's no comment from the mayor's office, from the organizations, or from the state's attorney, which is the top local law enforcement officer. And look, we uncovered that her office bought 13 Bluetooth Beanie Babies for Christmas stocking stuffers and a XXL large red deluxe Santa suit. And they spent $2,400 buying Apple AirPods and Echo Smart Dot speakers and display screens and glow lamps for kids. Thousands of dollars spent, which what looks like without a public purpose. We've asked her office for comment, and it's crickets.
Yeah. Adam Andrzejewski with OpenTheBooks.com. Thank you very much for at least shedding light on these issues here, and hopefully we'll get a response someday.
Thank you.
Thank you.